Good morning once again to everybody. It seemed like I was just on here, but back again, unexpectedly back again. I was not expecting this to show up until either late tonight or early tomorrow. But what do you know? The U.S. Post Office actually came through and got here early. They didn't lose it or anything. I was shocked. Um, I was kind of worried because when I was checking the tracking, it went from Tennessee to Texas before it made it to Virginia. So I don't know how that happened, but that's just the way they do their stuff. I don't know. So anyway, and since it's still the morning, I'm still drinking my coffee. I would try to use the guns like Kirk Berglund does, but actually, the last week, about 3 or 4 days, maybe last week or so, I've gotten some discomfort in these two fingers in my right hand. I looked it up. It's supposed to be, they're saying you can get, it's if you get arthritic symbols or arthritic signs in just a couple of fingers, it's called osteoarthritis or something. So I don't know if that's what's going on or not, but I do know that I mean, it's not constant, but there are a few times where it kind of cramps on me when I try to make a fist or try to bend my finger, or if I'm sitting wrong and I stand up and use my finger somehow, it does that. I don't know why. It's not constant, it's just there. So I have my assistant here to go. And this is a product, non-baseball product that I did not think I would end up purchasing, but I did. And I watched lots of videos on it. Was on the fence about it for a couple of weeks, and then finally decided to pull the trigger, so to speak. So we'll go ahead and get into this. You can see it's taped very well. There is no pre-opening here. These are all taped down. So I'm going to try to get in here without damaging things. That's that side. Let's try this side. Okay, and let's try the top. And I think on the top, I'm going to have to, oops, got it upside down here. On the top, I think I'm just going to go this direction if I can. Maybe, maybe not. You see, it's not going so well. Might have to use my left hand for this. I don't know. Okay, so I think we got it started somewhat here. We'll see if I can get the rest of it out. Going to the guns from here. All right. So let's see exactly what we have in the box. We, of course, have a whole crap load of paper. Whole crap load of packaging paper. And this is a game that I'm going to probably have to learn really well offline before I even attempt to put it online. And let's look and see what we have here. Got a note from Keith. His typical little note that says thank you for buying their stuff. And also an invoice, so don't need that. And this is what we have. If I can get this off of here. The plastic, I mean. Another Play.com game. And it is History Maker Golf. Let me turn this lights off. I think I don't need those on there. It is History Maker Golf. So I am going to, I should have got this game a long time ago. It's been around for a while, and I've watched people play it. I've seen people swear by it, and I've seen people swear at it. Most notably ID Jester. But the more I've watched some of these videos, it just pulled me in a little bit more, I guess, so to speak. So I used to play golf in high school and college, so I'm very well the golf game itself, and so I watched the videos on it, and it seemed like it was a pretty fun process, especially the pre-tournament process. So we're going to open this up, and now I need my scissors again. My guns aren't strong enough to do the plastic, apparently. So I really like the artwork on the box. I don't know who they got this left-handed golfer is supposed to be, but, you know, some generic guy, I guess. I don't know. So we'll see what comes with the game. If I can get the plastic off here. There's some thick plastic on this. This is not cheap plastic by any means. This is, there we go, finally getting off of here. And if you've ever bought anything from Play.com, you know, at least recently, you know that their box structure is all the same as far as the way they make their boxes, where it has the sleeve to it. So, you know, you have the sleeve and everything is the played up. I mean, this is always, all the boxes are like this now, where you have the outside sleeve and then you have the actual game box itself. I think I can put the implements away now. So we open this up and see what we get. And I've seen people unbox this before, so I kind of have a pretty good idea what should be here. Of course, we have the dice and all these performance chips, blue and red, which are, you know, good or bad, depending on what happens. Get a token, get another decider die to go with 4 other dice. And I know the dice have, you know, the colors matter with the dice as far as the rolls go. We got the game action book, which is like where everything happens. So that's kind of neat. I like that. Nice bit. And the other thing I like about it too is the print is pretty good size. I mean, I can read it pretty well, even with my eyesight. Then we have this inside the plastic, so I can close this box now and put everything else out of the way here. So this is another set of plastic. This one has the plastic down here. And I'm still going to be watching more videos before I even get into this, just to get hopefully where I need to be. And of course, you have the rule book, the instructions. I will definitely be looking through this completely before I start anything. I'm going to read this. This will be my afternoon reading session to get the rules down and put it with the videos I've already seen. The tourney day, this is the thing that interests me the most, is doing tournaments, not necessarily doing match play or whatever, but actually doing tournaments and seeing how tournaments go, because I like how they do their qualifying. You know, first, second round, you do the qualifying, see who makes the cut and that sort of thing. And back over here, this whole important sheet. And this is good quality card stock too, no doubt about it. Then we have some things here for putting. I guess there's some cheats or whatever. I don't know. Some pin results. I've got to look into all that and figure out what that's all about. We get these cards, which are like caddy cards, I guess, if you want to use that. I don't use these in History Maker Baseball, so I'm not sure I would use these in History Maker Golf, but you never know. And we got these things here, perforated things to tell you about where they are in the strokes back and what kind of qualifying they had. And it comes with the 2010 stars, not 2000 stars, 2010 stars. So we do have guys like Rory McIlroy, Justin Johnson, Brooks Koepka, Tiger Woods, Jordan Spieth, Bubba Watson, guys that I've watched, you know, fairly recently that are, most of them are still playing. Of course, guys like Koepka and Watson, I think, are on the other tour. And of course, Mickelson is either on the senior tour or on the live tour, one or the other. So there's a whole lot of guys here for that. And then after that, you get the golf courses. First one being Augusta for the Masters. And if we remember let me see what it does here on that 13th hole, which is the one with all the azalea bushes and everything. It looks really pretty on TV. It says, choose whether to play safe or go for it. Lay up second shot and go for birdie, or try to clear creek for a chance at the eagles. So a lot of interesting little things there. Then the Kapalua Hawaii course is the other one that comes with it. And let me get to the end of that. I think I'm down here at the end of that now. Then we have some things here about tournament scorekeeping. So I definitely want to read these things and figure out how to put people where they're supposed to be. Some designer notes about chip usage, playing safe putts. Common sense can overrule strict interpretation of game book text, attacking the green, staggered start score sheet, golfers who fall out of contention. So, like I said, I got a lot of reading to do. Score sheets. These look like just random. If you want to play guys on match play or something, give you a couple of those to copy. You can make copies of. And then they have, after 3 of those, then they have more of the tournament where you do the staggered starts they were talking about. So got some 3 sheets for that. All right. So I didn't want to just play with the 2010 stars because much like in baseball, I'm a seasoned person, not a all-star type person. So I did order, with this order, I did order the 2025 men's golf tournament. And it also gives you the schedule. So that's kind of neat. Gives you the schedule, and that way you know what courses you need for and who won it in the real thing. It kind of gives you a little write-up here as well. And then we got the cards. Interesting font they're using. It's really kind of unusual how they have this font. I've never seen them use this kind of font before. But there you go. And we've got a whole lot of golfers. How many golfers are there? Does it say how many golfers are there? I don't know if it says 250 golfer cards. So 250 golfers. That's a lot. That's all I'm going to say. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. So it's 18 per sheet. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 times 18, whatever that is. That's what we've got, 14 times 18. So that's there. And I also purchased Golf Course Collection number 3 because it had 2 of my favorite courses on there, Torrey Pines from San Diego and TPC River Highlands, where they play the Travelers Tournament, because I was a Travelers employee for 26 years. And we used to make a big deal in the office, even though we were in Virginia and the home corporation was in Hartford, Connecticut. We at work, they made a big deal about it. Had a whole day about it. We were golf crazy. So that's what we have. We have the Fort Worth, Texas course. We have the La Jolla Pacific Pines, which is the one for Torrey Pines, where they play I believe it's now called the Farmers Insurance Open. The Miami course, which I think they're at this week down in Doral. I think that's where they're playing this week, is in Doral. And then finally the Cromwell, Connecticut course. So that is what I have. And then I decided if I'm going to play this thing, let's go all out. So I also ordered, because I've seen people had this and they seem to really make it nice, I also ordered the play mat. This is my 3rd play mat of theirs. I don't know if I can back up any further with this thing or not. Probably can't. I don't know if I can or not. I don't think it's going to let me back up any further. Apparently it won't let me do that. So I don't know. I can't get it all the way in here, but you get the general idea. It gives you, put the course card here, and it gives you the leader over here and how many strokes back they are, and then it also gives you the rules about putting. But it's just a nice layout to be able to put all your cards in and kind of get you in the mood for playing. So I've seen people use different designs. I think they had to send them to Ink Gaming on their own to get those certain designs. This is the one you get from play.com, and that's what I'm using or going to be using. So I've got a lot of learning to do. I will admit that. I'm going to watch some more videos. It'll be a while before I try to put this on the channel because I've got to figure out what the heck I'm doing. A lot of sorting of the cards as well. I did learn this from Replay Gamer, though. He told me that on his video for golf that you can fit 2 courses in one envelope. So I made some courses up for the cards that I have, Travelers and Torrey Pines here, the Masters and Kapalua here, and then the Pebble Beach Pro-Am and the Charles Schwab Challenge. I don't have that course yet. I've got to order that course at a future date, but this is the Texas course here. So I got my work cut out for me, so we'll see what happens. Try to do a play on words with the title of the video. So hello, RJL. Yeah, like I said, I've watched some of your videos. I watched a lot of Replay Gamers videos and a lot of Tenacious Earl videos, as well as Steve Tower's video. That Steve Tower did like almost a 4-hour video where he went from start to finish. I almost got tired watching him, so I imagine he got tired of playing it. But it was a good learning tool, so I'm definitely going to be looking into this, as this will be my 3rd thing to play besides the 1987 Strat American League Replay and the NBC Game of the Week. This will be the 3rd thing on my hobby agenda. So we'll go through that and see. At some point, if I do like the game a whole lot, I will buy future courses, because my ultimate goal, if I like the game and like the way it plays and whatnot, my ultimate goal is to actually play a whole season, or at least most of the season, maybe like 15 tournaments or something. But I've got to look into their course things and figure out where all these courses are, because they can't use the real name. They have to use, phony names. Obviously, the Sony Hawaii I can use the Kapalua for that. The Farmers Insurance, that's the one I bought from stack number 3 with the Torrey Pines. And the Pebble Beach I'd have to purchase. Phoenix Open I'd have to purchase. Obviously, we've got the Players Championship one I'd want to purchase as well. Got the Masters, obviously. And then further down, we've got, let's see, is this on the back? Oh, it's on the back too. Okay. And we got the Travelers Championship here. The U.S. Open, I got to remember where that was played. It says Pennsylvania, so I guess I have to figure out what course that is in the on the play.com to figure it out. They even have a live schedule. That's kind of weird. But whatever. I mean, I understand that, RJO. I know exactly. You remember you telling me that's where it came from. So I've got a lot of reading and research to do. So, but my cheapskate self, I was going to wait and buy this little mat later to see if I liked the game or not. But I figured the only fair way, if I don't, to pardon the pun of a fairway, the only way to tell if I really like the game or not is to not chinch on the game and get the best experience right away. And that way, if I don't like the game, I know I don't like it, but it won't be because I'm trying to figure out how to stack golfers and everything. This is going to make it a whole lot easier. And yeah, interesting. And like I said, the mail said it was going to come tomorrow, but it came today. So I was happy about that. So that's it from here. Just wanted to show that real quick. And hello, Forever. I hope it. I'm going to be studying the rule book, watching some more videos, and maybe one day I'll put something out on it. I don't know, in the near future. Maybe next week sometime or something. I don't know. But anyway, just want a quick little unboxing here, a little foreplay, and that's going to do it from here. So hope you enjoy the rest of your day, whatever day you're watching this. And until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.